Kia ora. In this bulletin, the BNZ says it's discovered how customers lost thousands of dollars from their bank accounts. 4 Canadian nationals have been arrested over a sophisticated EFTPOS card skimming operation. BNZ says the fraud's been tracked down to one shop in Auckland where the card reader had been compromised and used to skim data off cards. $30,000 in total was stolen from about 100 BNZ customers. An immigration consultant believes a group of Chinese nationals heading for New Zealand on a boat to seek asylum are staging a publicity stunt. The group of 10 claim to be members of Falun Gong and say they've already been granted refugee status by UN authorities. But Deputy Chair of Refugees as Survivors, Ozzy Malcolm, says if that's the case, they should be cooperating with authorities and not trying to queue jump. There are reports that Zimbabwean dictator Robert Mugabe is fighting for his life in a Singaporean hospital. It's understood he's suffering from an undisclosed illness, but it's believed to be prostate cancer. His family have joined him in Singapore, boarding a private jet to be at his side over the weekend. If Aucklanders want a world-class roading system, they're going to need to consider tolls on their motorways. That's the position of Labour's transport spokesman Phil Twyford, following the suggestion by the Auckland Council's business advisors. Phil Twyford says while Aucklanders might not like the idea, they do need to get their heads around it. He says tolling would generate several $100 million. Labour Sue Moroney says the numbers look good for her push to get paid parental leave extended from 14 weeks to 6 months. Her bill's been drawn from the ballot and she's had preliminary discussions with United Future and New Zealand First. She told New Zealand's Rhema this morning that the national government will oppose it because they always do.
I don't understand why they wouldn't support families in that way, but it's always been the case with the National Party. It's not new for them to oppose paid parental leave, even under really good economic times.
Sue Moroney says the Māori Party has also supported paid parental leave in the past. Around 1,500 apple trees on a family-owned orchard in Hawke's Bay have been purposely destroyed by unknown vandals. Entire rows of trees around 2 years old were cut in half at Moffat Orchards in Fernhill on Saturday night. Family member John T. Moffat says he's at a loss to explain why anybody would attack the trees. Former House of Travel boss Kevin Kenrick's been confirmed as the new Chief Executive of TV New Zealand. He'll take up the position in the middle of May. Mr Kenrick is a New Zealander who's held a number of other significant leadership roles in companies including Lion Nathan and Telecom New Zealand. Met Service is delivering bad news for those with kids on their school holidays. It says an active frontal system is about to slide north across New Zealand over the next couple of days, bringing a spell of wet weather. Western parts of the country, especially from Westland to Taranaki, will be the worst hit, and the North Island could also be in for some thunderstorms. An Australian rehab centre has had to extend its services to deal with video game addicts. The Herald Sun reports the Victoria's Teen Challenge has helped people who spend up to 18 hours a day playing games like World of Warcraft. Most of the patients are in their teens, but some are in their 30s. And that's all from the news team for now. Thank you for joining us, but we'll see you again soon. Ka kite anō.